hope you guys aren't sick of me talking about a single book for a few minutes because I'm back with another one. Hey, what's up you guys, it's Steph, and hallelujah, I got to read my most anticipated book, or at least one of my most anticipated books of 2019, which is A Dream So Dark by L.M. McKinney. This is the second book in the Nightmareverse series, a sequel to A Blade So Black by L.M. McKinney, which came out last year, which was actually given to me by Jake from Jake Does Books, so shout out to Jake for really pushing me to read one of my favorite series. And I'm so excited. I got my library copy. I finished it in one sitting, 400 plus pages. Like, whoa, mind-blowing, because I've been in a massive slump. And I'm just going to talk to you guys a little bit about this book. And like I said, it is a book too. I don't plan on going into really super spoiler territory. Just going to talk a bit about the book and about the series. And please read this series. I want more people to read this series. A lot of people have been trying it and DNFing it. I wanted to talk to someone who's reading more about it because I'm in love with this series. I love it so freaking much. With that, I should probably tell you a little bit of what it's about without dropping the book on the floor. I am so sorry. You aren't even mine. I can't abuse you like this. So the Nightmareverse series is a badass retelling of Alice in Wonderland. In this series, Alice is just this warrior who battles nightmares with figment blades and swords, and she is here to help keep a balance between the realms. Whenever nightmares, which are these they're like shadow creatures, and it's Alice's job to keep them from coming out into the real world. If they do get out, she has to take them out, and she has to take them out in Wonderland, which she gets to travel back and forth to Wonderland. It is so cool. L.M. McKinney's imagining of Wonderland is beautiful and phenomenal, and just makes me want to draw it over and over again. Fill a sketchbook full of these pastel and bright and just cool things in Wonderland. Her description of it is super freaking rad. Alice is 17 though, still living at home, which kind of complicates things because sometimes Wonderland time is different from real world time, and real world time has curfews and check-ins that Wonderland sometimes doesn't help with. Not to mention coming home with bruises, broken bones, and black gunk that nightmares can sometimes spit up on ya. It's not a good time and not easy to explain to Mom. I just really love Alice's character so much. She is such a badass and continues to be a badass. It is just some good stuff. We love Warrior Alice. We stan her in this house. As I did say at the beginning, this was one of my most anticipated books of the year, and it absolutely did not disappoint. Oh my gosh, the way there was such a cliffhanger at the end of A Blade So Black that I had to get my hands on this book. The day it came out, I called my library, do you guys have the copy yet? It didn't come in for a few weeks after, almost a month after it came out, but the day of, I was do you guys by chance have this book? Because I can't afford it right now. I cannot wait to have my own copy to put next to A Blade So Black and whatever books come after, because I still have so many questions after the events of this book. I have so many questions, so many things went unanswered. And it's this one, the ending was it was more satisfying than the previous one, which just left you on anxiety, Anxiety Island, and here is book 2, over a year away. It's hey, what's happening? I need to know what's going on. It is just, it's so good. And the way this one ended, like I said, it wasn't that bad, but I still have so many more questions. I have more questions than I had at the end of book 1, and I love it. I crave more from this universe. This universe was so cool, and the additions we got in this new addition to the universe, it's so freaking good. I love it so much. I would love to just say more to you guys, but I don't want to spoil anything. And I want you to read this book, please. Alice is such a badass. Our cast of characters are so cool. I really love the characters in this series. It's just some good stuff. I was in a complete reading slump this month, and then I picked this up from the library, and in one sitting in a day, I read 400 plus pages, which that's more than I've read all month. So it just speaks volumes to this story. It's helping me out of this reading slump, and being one of my most anticipated reads of the year did not let me down. That's the power of L.M. McKinney right here. It's so good. And the little tie-ins, it was just so freaking good. And the jokes and the commentary, and it's just, it's good stuff. I love it a lot. If I did have any complaints on this book, it would be that there are a lot of chapters, which, honestly, when I write, I do this too, so I really can't complain, because I'm kind of into it, where the characters will just black out to end the scene. It's like, you know what, if you're gonna end a scene, let's just end it like this, build the suspense a bit. Like, I didn't write it, but like, I guess if I did have to complain about the book, that would be my one complaint, like, a lot of chapters ended with blackouts. But, like I said, I do the same thing when I write, so... I would highly encourage you guys to check out the Nightmareverse series, because it's some quality content with a badass Alice who is so strong. It's not just how badass she is with the blades and everything else, like, in fighting. It's her as a character. I find her very strong, and I just really like her as a character, and you feel emotional for her, especially there is one scene towards the end, it just like grips your heart and twists it, and it's painful, but it's also beautiful, and it pushes the story along in such, like, it like adds so much more to the story and to Alice as a character. It is chef kiss beautiful. And I think that's all I've got for you guys today to talk about this book and encourage you to please read it and its predecessor. You know, read both books. Do it some good. It needs some reading. Give it some love. It's one of my favorite series, and I like super highly recommend it. One of my favorites of the year, one of my most anticipated that did not let me down. Please check it and the first book out. I know I've been posting a lot of book review like content where it's like one book specifically, and I know that isn't super wide to you guys, but thank you guys for sticking around and sticking through it, because it's been a bit rough these last couple weeks, and just talking about singular books has really helped me out. So yeah, thank you guys. If you want to check out my last video, which was an indie review that I've actually pushed back since September or August, like, I've pushed it back for a long time, and it just ended up happening this month because I was running out of content. So if you want to see that video, I'll leave it for you right here. If you want to see a different video that is not a review in full, I'll leave one of my Book of the Month YA unboxings right here for you, and if you want to check out Book of the Month YA, you can check it out through my link down below in the description. If you do end up buying something through my link, you'll really be helping out to the channel, because there is going to be something very ambitious happening in June of 2020. There are 2 other booktubers who know about it, like the full details about it, and some other ones who might have some hints, but just know you'll be helping a whole lot out with that big project coming in if you do buy something through my link, because every little bit helps. Like, I feel like I've gone a little too ambitious with it. Anywho, that's all I've got for you guys today. Don't forget to subscribe down below. I almost forgot that, and I hope you have a lovely day / night. I'll see you later. Bye-bye.